What up?
USA, let's go.
Yeah, that will definitely get your blood pumping on a Sunday morning.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful. By the way, it's a beautiful Sunday morning here in Middle Tennessee. I got my windows open up here in my man cave, a little fresh air rolling in. We have a lot to talk about today on NBR. Masters is going on. Opening day weekend for the MLB. Opening day weekend for Little League. Dwayne Haskins and everything else in between. Before we go, I have to remind everyone that we are a nonprofit and we do this to generate money. And because of your generosity, we do have a Little League team out there that's wearing our logo right now. We just don't know which Little League team yet. We're trying to figure that out. So I guess today, why don't we start with the Masters? George is our resident golf guy.
If that's what you want to call it.
Take it away, George.
So the skinny right now is this, the world's number one is Scott Scheffler. He's a product of University of Texas, and he's playing like world number one. He's at a total of 9 under, and so today is the last. There's an example of some of the golf he's been playing, but today's the last round in Augusta, which is considered the Super Bowl of all golf tournaments, and so that's why it's a big deal, and a lot of people kind of hear about it lately. But what my favorite is in second place, Cameron Smith. Here's a guy who can pull off having a mullet and a porn stash all in one. So pretty impressive. But he made a really good round yesterday at 4 under, so he's got himself in contention at 6 under. But golf is not like a lot of sports where you take a commanding lead and then it's a shoe-in. Going wire to wire is very rare, and so it wouldn't surprise me if Scheffler doesn't win today and somebody else appears, because it could be one bad round of golf.
North Carolina found that out the hard way a couple days ago.
That's right. Yeah.
They did.
And that was in basketball, a game where normally you do go wire to wire if you got a commanding lead.
Yeah, if you got a 15-point lead, you're usually pretty good.
Taking that home.
But, sorry, John. I just had to bring that up.
Hey, you see that flag in the background? That says you do not like North Carolina. Yeah.
Here's an example where, the guy in the commanding lead hits it into the woods, and, anything can happen, and kind of screw up his score. And if he has a bad day, man, you never know. And then another side story is a lot of people are saying it's maybe a little bit miraculous that Tiger Woods was even in the tournament. And based on the fact he had the bad car wreck and broke his leg and had to be put back together like a robot, as he would say.
A lot of it, they were worried about he would lose his leg. It was that bad.
Yes, there's talk, and who knows if that's legend, folklore or truth or whatever. But he's 4 over the last I saw. I may be wrong. I think it was 4 over.
Tiger?
Yeah.
He's dropped since then. He is in 41st place. He is 6 over.
Oh, 6 over. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Or, let's see. Hold on. Yeah, he's 6 over, and he went 7 over yesterday. So.
Yeah, okay. So, rough day.
Rough day.
Putting, I know he said that. But another one of my favorite is Shane Lowry. He's just like everybody's kind of dude. He's a man's man, if you will. He's, chubby like a regular guy would be. Like us, and I just really like him. And then Kevin
John
Na,
Daly type.
Yeah. Well, not that. That's
not that bad.
Yeah, it's like obese, but and then I like Kevin Na. He has these facial expressions after he hits a shot that is just so there's so much emotion behind it, and it's really fun to watch him play. So but it'll be interesting to see how it ends today.
You can see Scotty's rounds, and he's declining every round. He goes up to strokes. See how he does today.
Yeah, well, the second round he actually went down 2 strokes and then up 4 the next on the third round. So, but that's who's on the screen now. There's
got to be a ton of pressure on these dudes, man.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Nope.
I used to bowl a lot, and I would get close to the high 200s. Man, I would just start shaking and throw it in the gutter. I couldn't imagine something on this level.
No. I saw something a couple weeks ago. they were asking people what they thought the hardest sport in the world was. And, most people are hockey and baseball, and but golf by far, because they said the difference between your average player and your professional player is greater than any other sport.
Yeah. So Little League, man, our Little League team started yesterday. George is the head coach. I'm the first base coach. Trent Denson is our pitcher. And we had a little rough start of the year. You want to break that down, George?
Sure. We also have Coach Scott, Coach Brian, Coach Seth, and Grandma Pam, who helps us out, on the coaching staff and stuff. So, but yeah, yesterday was just a rough day. We had some learning experiences about fielding and things like that. We made some great plays in the field. We just couldn't hit. We normally, leading up to the season opener, we had considered ourselves a really good, powerful hitting team. We just couldn't connect today or yesterday. So I think we bounced back. We kind of got our feet wet, and now we're just jump in and see what happens.
Yeah, we have one little player that he's got the best hair in the world, man. This kid should be like a hockey player. He's got the great hockey hair. So yesterday, the Atlanta Braves passed out some rings, some hardware.
Ooh.
And before the show started, we were looking at this little diagram, and Jason pointed out that the ring opens up, has a little hinge on it, and when you open it up, there's little LED lights highlighting the stadium in there. Like, these rings are getting out of control, man.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah,
we should probably look up. I wonder how this ring cost.
I could look it up.
And did the owner pay for everybody's ring?
Don't they?
The league does. I
the
think.
league plays for it. Yeah, I mean they pay for it every year.
This thing's got to be,
just like there's a limit on new stadiums. Like they're everything's getting more expensive.
Yeah.
And how many of them do they pass out?
Everybody plus managers.
Yeah.
I think even like the towel boy. And,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like everybody.
They may not get all the details, but they'll get the. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I think there's another ring for like the staff that's not as fancy,
not as cool, but still probably worth a lot.
The only thing that's kind of weird about that whole celebration, it's like players that was on the team or on other teams, it's like they need to be a part of that celebration too.
Yeah.
And how awkward is it to be a Brave this year? You weren't on the team last year, and you're just kind of watching all your buddies. Like,
everybody's getting these badass rings. Yeah, so that's a great point, because yesterday I was like, man, like, what about Freddie Freeman, man? Like, I would literally miss a day of baseball to fly there to be with my guys to get my ring. You know what I'm saying?
They'll bring it to him.
I know, man, but I want to be there with all the excitement.
Oh yeah, the ceremony and all that.
I wonder if they've already done a ceremony, privately.
Usually they do it like right around opening day.
This was like for show for the fans and all that stuff to be a part of it.
Right. Huh. These rings are crazy.
But the Braves have opened up pretty good. They've won 2 out of 3 so far against the Reds. But
are they home?
Their bullpen has been a little bit suspect, man. They were up 7-0 and wound up winning 7-6, and then yesterday same thing, gave up a late run, but was able to walk away with a win. So, how are your beloved Tigers doing?
Hey, so
back to Comerica Park, it has been 185
I got some highlights
days
for you.
Since the Detroit
had a
Tigers
great
stepped onto the
opening
field
day, not so great second day.
Just want you to know, nobody cares.
Look at this play. Wow.
Deep in the hole.
So, Javier Baez,
ladies and gentlemen,
first-time Tiger.
Javier Baez. Now the payoff. Ground ball
He's
up the
quickly
middle.
becoming a Detroit favorite.
Abreu will score. Rondell to third. Chicago.
For those of you that are watching, they need to take a bathroom break. Now's a good time.
Into the left field corner by Luis Robert. We're going to have to hurry. Pollock has good wheels.
Now, what winds up at the end, man, we saw it in replay and totally called
all the way to the wall.
So what's coming up is pretty
with a 1-out
amazing.
stand-up double in the second.
Yeah, we all got together and watched it at Buffalo Wild
Look at that. What a play by Torkelson.
He's a rookie this year, man.
Early on.
What a name
For the
We've
rookie
talked
to
about
start
him,
the
man.
6th.
Yeah. He's my guy.
Ball base hit.
There's Cabrera coming up close.
Grossman will score. Meadows
So
to
what was the
third,
score
and
at this
Jamer
point?
Candelario
3-0
has the
now.
Tigers'
Here we go.
first RBI of the year.
Oh, that wasn't Miguel yet. I'm sorry. That was not great.
And Miguel's
Center, and it will
He's coming
drop.
up.
Robbie Grossman is aboard for
Robbie
the
Grossman,
third
man. That
time
guy's a stud,
today.
too.
Yeah.
Just one kid that
Here we
here's
go.
Miggy's right here.
He's getting close to 3,000 RBIs.
So,
Oh, yeah.
the one homer that's coming up, Eric Haas, he's actually from our hometown, Dearborn, Michigan, and he lit up the MLB last year.
That guy from the White Sox?
Now wait a second, I'll
No.
show you. He's with the Detroit, he's with the Tigers. He literally plays about 7 miles away from where he grew up.
And just to let everybody know,
He's the one that
at the
tied it
time
up.
of this particular home run, it was
Here he is right here.
4-3. Now it's
It's 4-3, and he just tied it up 4-4.
That's the kid that's from Dearborn, Michigan.
That's cool. Hometown hero.
It's a fun game to watch.
It was awesome.
Here it
Here
is.
it is.
All right, so they think they won the game, and then no, the guy caught it, but it hits the wall. Then it's glove, so it's fair. It's not an out. If it hits the wall first, it's not an out.
The Tigers come pouring out of the dugout.
But Major League Baseball has replay now, and they totally stole the excitement away
Yes.
because they had to go replay it. And then there's guys staring at monitors, and then they come back and tell the obvious. And, I don't know. It's just, see, that part right there is annoying to me. It's like you're taking away the emotion of a big win, walk-off win,
Well, on the other
But
note,
they do get it right. That's the
on the other side, though, if there's not a replay, how do they call that? Do they call that a catch? You know what I'm saying? The Detroit would have got screwed on that play.
yeah. Without replay,
Detroit always gets screwed.
Yeah.
So there was
Oh,
another
yeah,
baseball game that went down to a walk-off hit. And speaking of nobody liking the Tigers, nobody likes
nobody
this
likes
team
it.
at all.
Never say nobody.
Grounded up the middle, does it get through? Yes, it does! Here comes Carter Falefa. It's a walk-off RBI single for Josh Donaldson. His first game as a Yankee, and the Yankees win 6-5, and the celebration begins.
Nobody likes you guys.
All right, you don't have to like us. No, man, it's a good way to beat Boston.
Yeah. Boston and New York are extremely hated in Detroit, so it's all good though. It's a great game. It was a great opening weekend. Some great, exciting games down the stretch. We got some.
There's some really good.
We got some comments here.
Yeah. I also saw. I read another thing. 24 players are getting the ring. I couldn't find how much it was worth, but it was 24 players, and I think even Ethan commented that Freddie Freeman will get him when Atlanta plays the Dodgers.
Yeah,
so,
that's pretty cool.
They're gonna cheer him on. They're not gonna boo him. Not
for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But,
it's great games, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Now Dylan's saying that Bobby Witt made the save the game against the Cleveland.
Yeah, they were in extra innings. He threw it into
Cleveland
home as he was sliding in, and he saved it, and would have been a walk-off, I think.
The Guardians are still looking for their first.
The Guardians,
oh no, it was the top of the 10th, so it wouldn't have been a walk-off, but they would have taken the lead.
The Guardians. That's the dumbest name for a baseball club.
Yeah, I don't like it either. It's almost
First
as bad
of
as
all,
the Commanders.
Nobody's.
I don't know. I think Commanders is a cool football name.
I think
really
Commanders. I think it fits the team better than the Redskins.
I guess I'm just not used to it.
Okay, the Redskins, that might be offensive, but the Indians.
Yeah, I mean,
come on, man. You guys are like, this country's getting too soft, man. I'm Native American. Jason's Native American. I am not offended at all by a team called the Cleveland Indians.
Yeah.
It's dumb. let's get over this and just play baseball. I hate that. By the way, when George and I and a couple Jason, we were watching opening day at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I was walking through to go to the head, and some guys, I'm wearing this hat, and some guy goes, "Oh, Cincinnati Bengals." I was like, "You idiot! Baseball season. It's the same cat, just different team."
And I'm sure he's like, "You're a bandwagoner. There's no way."
Oh my God, yeah.
You go to the Super Bowl and all of a sudden you're.
No, you had your Tigers hoodie on too, though.
Yeah, I was wearing all
right?
Detroit. I'm like, come on, man.
It's ridiculous.
Same Tiger, wrong team. Not even close.
I mean,
So also this weekend we heard some sad news. Kid in his prime was hit by a car in Boca Raton. I haven't really heard. Like, was he? I know he was down there with some teammates. Haskins.
Yeah.
right.
He was down there doing some off-season workout, but I don't know if he was like working out when he got ran over or was just walking down the street. But regardless, it's incredibly sad. He came out of Ohio. He was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. I think he was down there working out because he was trying to make a run for the Steelers starting position. So. Our hearts and thoughts and prayers go out to the Haskins family. It's incredibly sad. Sad day for sports.
He had just re-signed with the Steelers last month.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know he was going hard because I think the Steelers had just picked up Trubisky, right? And so he was down there. He was pushing real hard to get that starting job. And it's incredibly sad. Kid was only 24 years old. Terrible day for the NFL.
Says he was trying to cross Interstate 595 westbound lanes at 6:30 in the morning. It doesn't say.
Yeah, I heard he was running on the highway.
Oh my God, that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, not smart, but you still don't want to see.
That's terrible, man.
Walking on the highway for an unknown reason. Yeah.
Wow.
It could be some early morning workout,
Yeah.
A lot of people will assume the worst, but it could be as innocent as a workout,
we don't want to assume the worst, man. He was, regardless, whatever happened, he was only 24 years old. And it was terrible.
From what I heard from the team, he's a great person.
Stand up, dude.
There's a video that surfaced here over this morning. I saw where him and Najee were hanging out in South Florida, Najee Harris, and they were kind of making jokes with each other, and he was in high spirits, and Najee was, showing off his new Burberry outfit and stuff. And so it was kind of eerie because they said it was like a short time before his demise. But it just like those things like that, you hope that, anyone, no matter if they're, his age or youth or whatever, can just kind of see the value of waking up every day and trying to, live the life to its fullest and enjoy it the best you can. But not only young people can learn from that, but guys our age can learn from that too. And then ancient guys like Richard can really learn from that.
Hey, speaking of being ancient, I just found out this week. Well, I found out a while ago, but it became public knowledge this week that I'm going to be a grandfather to a little girl.
Congratulations!
Jason's going to be an uncle. This is the first grandchild in the Fleet family. Well, in this family, my brother has a grandson, but it'll be the first granddaughter.
It's awesome.
So we got that going for us. So
just pray the baby doesn't favor the grandfather.
Hey, listen, man. One thing I will say about the Fleet family, there's no ugly kids in our family. So
no, wait a minute. Jason's right here on the screen, dude.
Dang.
All right. Well,
Shots
it's two
fired.
sisters.
Females.
I'm
We're
not
talking
females.
Females. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure this little.
There's got to be one black sheep in every family.
Yeah.
Hey, I know that role very well, Jason.
I'll take the title.
All right, man. So I think we hit a lot today. If you're listening, support us. You can throw us a buck or two. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're also on Facebook too, but YouTube is like the wave of the future. Nobody likes Facebook anymore. Just a bunch of negative Nancys out there.
Yeah. And look, there are kids in our league that don't have their own baseball glove, their own bat, their own helmet. So, you know, we want to do things. We're collecting money for things like that, man.
Correct.
You know, there's kids even on our team. Hey, can he borrow your helmet? That kind of thing. We want to give them like their own thing, their own, you know, piece of equipment they can be proud of and that kind of thing. So we're doing things like that other than just sponsoring a team.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know,
and there's other sports too that's coming up that we'll be helping out with.
Something like that would definitely change a kid's life, you know, because, you know, you're showing up and you're wearing 3-year-old cleats, or you have to borrow a glove or a helmet, you know, just a kind gesture, you know, hey, here you go, buddy. Here's a glove for you. It's brand new. And like literally that would change that kid's life. And you never know, he could go on to be the next Freddie Freeman. Because of something small like that.
Yeah, it's a little different for kids too, because kids are ruthless, man.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll bully you.
A-Rod came from the Boys and Girls Club.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, guys. We'll reconvene next Sunday at 9 a.m. And thanks for watching. We have 4 watchers right now, man. We appreciate you guys tuning in. You know, you know, this is all new to us, so we're just building, man. We're building from the ground up. Hopefully one day we'll be on ESPN.
Yeah, we'll be shouting you guys out on
making
ESPN
fun of us,
today.
but, hey.
I watched them on their first podcast.
I even made a comment, bro.
Look, I still have it.
All right, guys. See you guys.
See ya.
Take it easy.
See ya.